he seems to have been just, I don't know, kind of just like losing a lot of important matches. Like, didn't he also lose like the ace match or the game 7 between or in the GSTL or something? And then he also lost some other games recently. I don't know. Seems to be not doing the best lately, but of course he's still DRG, so probably still the favorite here. Oh yeah, he lost to Hero in Liquid versus his team MVP. That one. Oh shit, I hope I didn't spoil that. Oops. 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 Oh, so did anybody figure out how they're gonna choose which things to cast or to stream? No? Maybe? I don't know. I like asked the question. I didn't look at the stream for any answers, which seems like less than a good idea. By the way, how's the audio balance? Should I up the audio thing? Some guy earlier was complaining about the Koreans being too loud. I think it's okay. I hope it's okay, because I don't want to have to talk over the Koreans too much. Alright. So, I don't know, we'll cast this for as long as we do, I guess. Are they gonna keep streaming this through to like GSTL finals? Because GSTL finals starts in like an hour and a half, right? Yeah. See on TL calendar. Oops. Sorry, Polt. I covered your face. Sorry. GSTL finals is in 1 hour and 36 minutes. Which seems to be quite fast. So we might only get a couple of series here before we all go and watch GSTL finals. I am actually quite interested in watching that as well. And yeah, so slight disclaimer here. Unlike my Pro League cast, see, okay, so here's the deal. All right, I'm terrible at StarCraft 2, and my game knowledge is awful. But at least when I cast Pro League, I can like kind of know about the players and stuff, and they do random shit anyway. So it's like even if you have good game knowledge, it's like all right, whatever. You're just doing like random builds. But fortunately, I don't even have the best knowledge of these players. Oh wait, is it back? Hold on, let me just switch to this because this one seems buggered. Yeah, so I don't even have good knowledge of the players. So it's just like I have no knowledge of the game or of the players. I'm gonna be like that guy that Day9 talked about. You know that guy? You know when Tasteless like did his first casting thing? He did it because oh sorry, let me change the aspect ratio. Like the other guy who was casting for them didn't know anything about StarCraft. He was like making up random shit, and the Tasteless goes and he's like, hold on a second here. Just let me talk about StarCraft, because I'm freaking Tasteless, man. And the rest is history, I guess. Hey, we're gonna be on Ohana, it looks like. Polt going for Llewellyn. And yeah, sorry about the lower quality. I'm just waiting for the other stream to stop going crazy, and then we can switch back. I think it's okay now. So we're gonna try this. Alright, so hopefully that's good now. Oh, fucking jinxed it! No, it's good. Okay, whew. It is always very strenuous casting from streams that don't always work. Anyway. So, Overlord's heading up. Barracks is on the way. We can just chill here until somebody decides to do something interesting. It's like we're gonna have a hatch rate first here from DRG. Going for the 15 hatch. I don't know. Now that I'm saying it, I'm wondering if I should actually keep calling him DRG or actually say Dong Gu. Because like I say J-Dong, right? I don't say JD. I say J-Dong. I don't say. Who else has like initial things? Whatever. I'll just say DRG. Anyway, no gas yet, so it's probably just gonna be a 1-Rax expand here from Polt. He's getting his first Marine, sending out an SCV, or sending out an SCV scout, and sending an SCV from his main to his natural to make that command center, presumably. Yes, there's the command center. Excellent. So, looks like Marine running around. Gonna, I believe, look for an Overlord that might be over there. But in fact, instead of sending the Overlord over towards that third, to kind of hide behind the natural, DRG sent his Overlord towards the main. So that Marine's like not even close. But that's alright, he's gonna wander over there in a second. And it looks like we have a gas already finished for DRG. It's interesting, possibly going for some faster speed links. Nowadays, with the the new 6 queen opening, oftentimes we see the more delayed gas, save the money, get more queens, and defend that way. But DRG going for something different. That's all right. It's good. I like it. He's mixing it up. Oh, Stream's mixing it up too. You got to keep the viewers on your toes. Sometimes you got to work, sometimes you got to buffer, sometimes you got to crash entirely. You never know what's going to happen with this stream. It just keeps things exciting. You know what I mean? It's like when your girlfriend is like, oh, we don't have enough excitement. You're not spontaneous enough. Like that's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be spontaneous. I'm spontaneously crashing. See, that's what you should do. So anyway, we're back to the good old. I don't know. I think this is 480p. This might be 480p. It might be 360. I'm not really sure, honestly. It's some P that's less than HD. Yeah, whatever that is. Anyway, looks like a couple of Marines just poking out the front here. Just gonna put on a little bit of pressure, but that seems a little bit dangerous to me, considering he saw the fast gas from DRG. I don't know, I think it might be like maybe hoping he can snipe a random creep tumor or something, but that's going to be dangerous. And actually, it's not going to be speed links, it's going to be roaches, in fact, from DRG. Look at that, 6 roaches already out here. No baneling nests, so it's not going to be like a roach baneling all in. It's a little bit, actually, it's a little bit too fast for that. Roach ling, here we go. There's a lot of roaches. Oh man, it's going to get spotted though. Those Marines are shitting themselves. Oh my god, build bunkers! Quick, radio back to the command center. Tell them to build as many bunkers as fucking possible. Oh man, he was going reactive Hellions too. This is gonna be so bad. Hellions are not exactly the best counter to roaches. In case you weren't sure. Yeah, he's only built 1 more bunker. I feel like he needs at least 1 or 2 more. Can he really hold this with 2 bunkers? He's gonna have to pull a lot of SCVs to repair. Oh my god, run to the bunker! And it looks like he does get 5 Marines in these 2 bunkers. The Roach is going to target down that one. No, they're actually just going to run straight by. I feel like he might have been able to target down that 1 bunker, but the Marines would just run straight into a 2nd bunker. So he's just going to run around the back here and deny mining. But I mean, I don't know if that was the best choice here. I really felt like he could have broken it. But I guess we'll see how he plays from here. I mean, he's still denying mining from the natural. He's forcing a lot of these SCVs to just kind of sit here and get ready to repair. And he's actually going to be able to snipe a few of these SCVs. I don't know why Polt ran them in range of the Roaches. The Hellions are going there as well, but he really has to be careful here. I don't know what Polt is doing here. He's like running his SCVs around randomly there. Was he like trying to mine with the Roaches there? I don't know why his SCVs all bunched up there on the other side of the bunker. Either way, the command center even got set on fire, but of course the SCV is just going to repair that right up. And looks like DRG is just going to follow up with, with a fast 3rd base. Or I guess not really fast anymore, just with a 3rd base. While the Terran is still stuck on his 1 base economy here, and that's quite nice. But it looks like a Marauder is out, going to be able to start pick off some of these Roaches. Got to be careful with the Marauder though. The Marauder will outrange those Roaches, but not by too much. So it's got to be a little bit careful. Oh man, there's a lot of red roaches there. You should really be... Man, I think he might have missed targeted or something. I feel like he could have at least picked off one of those roaches, but... Oh! Almost losing that Marauder instead. And do you guys think I should try and go for the other stream again? Alright, here we go. Stream micro, baby. That's stream micro, yo. And looks like they're basically synced as well. It looks like this stream is just a couple seconds ahead. So we're not going to miss too much. Anyway, so now Polt has reclaimed his natural. He's going to wall in the wide ramp there a little bit with some depots. And just going up to that standard Marine Marauder composition. With actually quite a few Hellions mixed in. Actually not quite so standard as I initially thought. He's got 6 Hellions, 2 Marauders, and 10 Marines heading down to the Zerg base now. DRG's creep spread is quite nice though, so he will have advanced warning of this. We'll have plenty of space to maneuver to deal with this attack. Got plenty of creep around so you can do nice flanks and whatnot. He's got a good number of roaches out already. With only 2 Marauders there, it doesn't seem too scary for DRG. Although, it looks like he's just going to suicide 4 roaches here. What on earth? Oh man, I think he might have just sent those over to get the watchtower or something there. Man, that was very bad by DRG. I mean, I think he'll still be okay, but losing those 3 roaches, not so good. Now it's going to make it a little bit more nerve-wracking for him, and more nerve-wracking for us as the stream buffers. Meanwhile, some scans being expended there to pick off all the creep tumors, and actually it looks like he's completely cleared all the creep that was coming out of the base, so all this creep is going to recede. DRG is kind of back to back to square one with the creep spread. And it looks like siege tanks are on the way now for the Terran. The lair is about to finish, and another macro hatch going down in the main base. Still staying on the roachling Bailing, or I guess he has to. Oh no, there's a Bailing nest. I was gonna say still staying on the roachling, and then I saw a Bailing nest, and I was like, oh, never mind. Yeah, and then when his lair finishes, he can get some other good jazz. Yeah, looks like he's getting centrifugal hooks and a spire. And we do have a third command center going down here, but some links just checking things out and take down these SCVs building gas. That's interesting that that Polt has taken those gases so very quickly. I mean, you know, when you're going Marine Marauder medevac with like a lot of Hellions, which he seems to be doing. Actually, no, he stopped Hellion production, but you know, Marine Marauder is primarily mineral based, so it's curious that he's taking such fast gases. Like when you see such fast gases, it usually indicates to me more like players going mech. But oh my god, the Banelings! Oh no, Polt! Oh man, gets away with a lot of units there. Man, that could have been so bad there. I thought he was going to lose all of his units. He does lose a couple, but wow. Polt, man, living on the edge. That was so close. I think if he lost all those units, DRG probably could have just made a bunch of lings and gone and killed him. But as it stands, there's still a few Marines left, a good number of Hellions, and not enough Banelings really to deal with all these Marines. So even though he's going to run in here, he's going to kill a bunch of Marines. That's a good job. And actually, he might be able to snipe some of these mules. That actually be quite crucial. This looks like he got one mule. And he also got a siege tank for a few lings. Okay, so that's not a bad trade for DRG at all. And it looks like DRG is actually already taking a fourth base on the right side, not on the left side. Actually, I guess that makes sense considering the Terran's got his third already, so Zerg does want a third base. And DRG is going for mutas. Mutaling Baneling for the win. But we do have another small poke here from the Terran. He's got to be careful. I mean, there's no infestors out, so this kind of poking is actually a really good idea because he doesn't run any risk of like getting trapped by infestors. But you know, if a good number of mutas come out, he won't be able to do that, you know, the load up and run away move anymore. But actually, it looks like he's hit a nice timing here. The Baneling's not quite finished. The muta's only just popping out, and I mean, he will run away with his force, but he's once again cleared a lot of those creep tumors. Really doing a good job denying this creep spread. I mean, that's the thing that, you know, so many Terrans have been struggling with, you know, with the new fast queen openings. Is with so many queens, you get so much creep spread, and the Terran just really has a hard time with so much creep all over the map, allowing for easier counterattacks and flank attacks and whatnot, and better vision. But in this case, I mean, even though DRG didn't actually do the queen opening, Polt is just being really aggressive with his creep denial. I really like this, actually. But how's he going to defend these mutas? Looks like there's one turret in the mineral line. There's not that many mutas, so that turret will hold on for now. Of course, if the mutas go for it, he'll just go for the mass repair. So he's just going to be annoying here, kind of poke away at this gas. But some Marine's going to come in here and deal with that. He did at least force a stem, I guess. And DRG now going up to a fifth base. Polt, what does he have? He's got 52 Marines and 3 siege tanks. He's got a very Marine heavy force here. Only 2 Marauders out. Gonna have to really target down those Banelings with these siege tanks. I mean, you know, I guess that is correct. And also the lack of infestors means, you know, he's not risking any huge bungles on his forces. But the infestor energy upgrade is on the way. So DRG is going to get a few infestors into his army. Doesn't want to stay on just mutilating Baneling. He's at 89 drones now. So very nice economy. Terran's at 74 SCV. So basically, no more workers needed. Time to start powering up your units, powering up your army. Both players are actually very close to max, in fact. So I'm hoping to see some action soon. Most likely from the Terran player, since the Zerg's already on his 5 bases. He doesn't really need to attack. He's actually going into the main base with a Mutalist. DRG flying in. Not the biggest Muta pack ever, but we'll be able to pick off some of these add-ons here. Going for the reactor on that starport. Does get it down. The Marines, though, were in good position, so they are going to come back to help defend. And a few turrets going down here in the main base. Just want to defend that up, so that when the Terran army does move out, he's not too scared of the counterattacks. Or at least he has something to defend there. But I mean, still, it's just a relatively passive game from both players. I mean, I don't think I've seen a single. Have we seen a single drop this game? I don't think we've seen a single drop. You know, Polt's doing a good job denying the creep spread, but aside from denying creep, he hasn't actually done any economic damage or anything like that. And I mean, you know, getting rid of creep is nice, but if you're not hurting the drone's economy at all, if you're just letting the Zerg get to max, get his tech up, that's quite dangerous. And here we go, the Lings and Banelings going in here. The tanks were not sieged up when they went in. Oh man. taking a lot of damage here, but it looks like with a good Marine spread, actually, Polt comes out way ahead. He loses all of his siege tanks, but he comes out with most of his Marines alive, it seems. A Thor in the back as well, helping out, and DRG might be in a little bit of trouble now. Might be wishing he made a couple more infestors there. He only had like one infestor at the beginning of that engagement, and I don't think it even got a fungal off. I didn't see any big fungal or anything, and Polt is now running through with a huge Marine force. There's really good control there. Meant that even though he was engaging, you know, Mutiling Baneling on creep, even though siege tanks weren't sieged in time, it didn't even matter. Now he's going to go take out this 4th base of DRG, take out this right side base while he's expanding to his own 4th base. But it looks like the Muta's coming in the back. Looks like he's going after the siege tanks and the Thor. Is he going to be able to get them down? There's still some Marine supporting. He does get down one siege tank and the Thor. 2 siege tanks remaining in the army, a lot of Marines remaining. Looks like, oh, all the drones actually burrow, so nice move by DRG to save most of his drones, and nice move counterattacking, or rather cutting off reinforcements with these Zerglings. He's going to get a free Thor as well as some Marines. That Thor being the crucial snipe there. And Polt looks like he's going to pulse his units back, regroup a little bit, kind of play defensively. He knows he's killed the base, he's getting his own 4th base up, so he doesn't need to be overly aggressive now. He'll be on 4 base against Zerg 4 base. But look at this! Losing even more expensive units. The Marines don't really matter, but losing some tanks and another Thor here. Those super expensive, super hard to rebuild units. And it looks like the Muta and Ling are going in here. I say Muta, but there's only 2 Mutalisks right now. And it looks like he will be forced back. So DRG doing a great job, despite losing that first engagement. And by losing, I mean getting crushed in that first engagement. He's actually doing a really good job to just be as cost efficient as possible, you know, pick off reinforcements, abuse his mobility, abuse the speed of the Mutiling, and just kind of keep Polt back. Now retaking his 5th base, but it looks like, oh, Polt gonna lose even more Marines here. But I mean, DRG, he's lost the bulk of his Mutaforce. He's got a single Mutalisk on the map, and he's actually switching into Ultras right now, but will it be in time? He might lose this base first. He's morphing a bunch of Banelings, and the first Ultralisk pops out. The first 2 Ultralisks do come out. Is it going to be enough, though? All the drones have been evacuated. A good number of siege tanks in the back now means those Banelings will be hard-pressed to connect with anything. And it looks like DRG is actually just going to abandon this base, realizes that that's not even the best position. He can't get a flank off on that position. He's actually going to go around the side here and try and attack the back, or is he going to go for a counterattack? Looks like he is going to go for a counterattack. DRG going for the base trade here. He's like, alright, I can't hold that left side base. And I think that was a good idea. If he tried to engage there, I think he would have been walking into a funnel. The siege tanks would have all been in good positions, all spread out nicely. So really good idea not to just try and defend that. But the problem is, DRG's back down to 4 bases against a Terran 4 base. You know, this 4th base has only just started mining. The drones actually have returned minerals to the natural hatchery instead. And it looks like, wow, Polt is actually getting those extra engineering upgrades, the building armor and the range for his planetary fortress. So we're going to have super planetaries in just a second here. Or I guess in like a minute and however long it actually takes to get the upgrade. How long actually does it take to get those upgrades? I don't know. Minute and a half-ish? Anyway, Ling, Baneling, Infestor, Ultralisk. Pretty strong composition. The problem is his economy isn't really strong enough support. He did have a lot banked previously, but now he's kind of down to 500-ish. And while he is max, he's about to lose another expansion here, although he's got a lot of units coming in here. We could see another huge engagement here. Max on max action. The UI is gone, so we can view everything in all its glory. And oh my god, this time DRG looks like he's going to be the one crushing through. Gets a couple of good fungals off, tosses the infested Terrans, but actually it's going to be closer than I thought. No, DRG doesn't have enough reinforcements coming in for Polt. Polt didn't have his entire army there in the beginning, and Polt is going to barely maybe take it. I don't know, 2 Ultralisks coming in, but DRG GG's. DRG knows that he does not have the economy to replenish that army. He needed to win that battle convincingly, and he was not able to, so Polt takes game number 1 here. I believe